Since the holder of the original bill of lading holds title to the goods, the bill of lading is typically generated as per instructions by the shipper, who is typically also the seller of the goods. The original bill of lading is typically handed back to the shipper as receipt and transportation contract to move the cargo. Upon receipt of the bill of lading, the shipper, who is typically the seller, can then prove to the buyer, who often is also the consignee, that the goods are en route, which in many cases is when the buyer wires funds for the goods to the seller. Upon receipt of payment from the buyer, the seller then forwards the original bill of lading to the buyer, who must present it to the carrier at destination to get their goods. Much like if you hand your coat ticket to your partner to pick up your coat from the coat check before you leave the club. The key takeaway from this section is basically this: no ticket, no coat, or no original bill of lading, no cargo. A little tip here: shippers should never send all 3 original bill of ladings in the same FedEx or UPS envelope, because if the bill of lading is lost, regardless of who loses it, then the cargo owner is looking to raise a bank guarantee with associated costs, delays, and headaches. So treat the original bill of ladings as you would treat the title to your car. It is not easily replaced without a lot of headache and expense. When disputes arise between seller and buyer and cargo is en route, the offended party often want to pull in the carrier to either release or hold the cargo. However, the carrier will only respond to presentation of the bill of lading, even if the buyer supposedly have already paid for the goods, but seller is refusing to surrender the original bill of lading to the buyer. The carrier simply isn't in a position to divine who is in the right, as they are not party to the agreement between the parties. So the carrier will always refer buyer and seller to seek legal counsel and, if necessary, resolve their disputes in court.